Hi, I'm Sarah Rose Bright, a sex, pleasure, and intimacy coach, and I'd like to share with you my thoughts around doing online coaching. And for for some people, they're really open to this, and then there's a group of people that are nervous, unsure, got lots of questions around it. So I just want to share my experience of working online, and I think that this might address some of the issues, the concerns that you have, because it may be that face-to-face isn't possible for all sorts of different reasons, and especially with current times it's not possible, and you may have time on your hands and you think, oh, actually I'd like to look at this area of my life, but you're unsure about working online. And so I didn't imagine that I'd do this work online. I worked doing sex coaching in person for about 7 to 8 years, and I still do some workshops and teaching in person. I really enjoy that, but the majority of my work and all my one-to-one work is online. And I did it because it was in response to people starting to ask for online work, because sex coaching is not available to everybody in their local geographic area. And so I started to do it, and I started to enjoy it and see the benefits. And also, I did it because I wanted a business. I was changing my lifestyle and wanted to be able to move around a little bit more. And so again, it suited me for both personal and professional reasons. And I think, I just want to share these sort of the benefits that I see, and just to talk about some of the concerns that people have. So I hope this is helpful for you. So I just want to start off by saying that, sex coaching online really works. I've worked with so many clients now online, and it's just as effective as in-person coaching. And my clients are often surprised by how much they enjoy it, and how quickly the concerns they had have disappeared. I worked with all sorts of issues. I work with individuals, couples. I work with people who are single. I work with people who are dating. I work with people in relationships, and they don't feel that they've missed out at all. And in fact, it's not just about talking. My sex coaching is very much about embodiment, and it's about practices. So for example, we might do breath work, we might do touch exercises, we might do intimacy games, all sorts of different things on the sessions, and are just so powerful, and how we have fun, all sorts of different things. So it's really effective, and that's my key message, is it works. Another benefit is that it can be done anywhere. It can be done from the comfort of your home. It can be done even sat in your car. It can be done when you're on holiday. It can be done in all sorts of different places. And I find for some people, doing the sessions in the comfort and privacy of their own home can actually help people to just feel more relaxed. There's no stress of travel. And privacy, especially right now, might be an issue if you've got kids and different things at home. But there's always solutions to that, because, for example, I've worked with people where they just don't have a private space at home. So we've done it on the telephone, where they've just been walking while we've done the sessions, or they've literally sat in the car. So I think if you're not sure about how that would work for you, let's talk about it and let's see what solutions we can find. However, if you've got your own space at home, creating a space where you're undisturbed, where you can shut the door, you can talk privately, can feel, really secure and safe and comfortable for people. And if your lifestyle is really busy, and you've got, whether it's with work, whether it's with commitments with family, all sorts of different things, just slotting an hour and 15-minute for 20-minute session in your diary can be so much easier than trying to put in 3 hours when you include, or even 4 hours when you include travel. When I was working one-to-one, most people traveled an hour or two to see me because they didn't have a me locally. So you can slot it in. And I think where this is particularly beneficial is parents, because I work with many parents who wouldn't be able to do coaching if it wasn't online. And the fact that we can do coaching 7, 8 o'clock in the evening when the children are in bed means it's possible. Because there's no traveling, this saves time, it saves energy, it saves money. And also there's benefits, to the environment at a time when we're really needing to look at the pollution that our travel creates. It's less impact on the environment. It's also so much more simple thanks to improvements in technology. With video technology, we can see each other, which is just, you know, is so much better. I do have people who use the telephone because of different reasons, but they're in the minority. In the main, I use Skype, and my preference is a system called Zoom, which is like Skype, both free, both easy to use. You just need a computer and an internet connection. And, you know, I can help you get these set up if you have any concerns. I have a small number of clients where I've actually step by step helped them to get that set up. And once you've got the process sorted, it's so straightforward. And so, you know, Zoom has end-to-end encryption, which means there's a level of safety and security around what you're sharing online. But there's also apps like Signal, which is a bit like a WhatsApp, and Wire, which is like a different version of Skype, where they have super high levels of security. So if confidentiality and safety is a real concern for you and what you're sharing, then you know, there's solutions for that too. I've also had a number of just a handful of clients who've created an email address just for working for me, and this is with a fake name, and this has just helped them to feel more relaxed about online anonymity. So, you know, whatever your concerns, I hope, you know, you're seeing that there's always solutions for this, and I can talk to you about your individual concerns and situations if that's helpful. And also technology's got so, you know, so brilliant that, you know, we can, for example, just little things like being able to share diagrams online through screen shares. I can record parts of the session. So for example, if I'm sharing practices or I'm sharing a teaching, then I can record it and send you the audio or video files so that you can watch it again. So there's just things like this that make it give us so many more options. I also can work with you wherever you are over the world. If you are, like as was mentioned before, if you don't have a sex coach locally, or for example, you live in a rural area, you're not able to travel because of young kids or caring responsibilities or physical abilities, or you just have a schedule that just doesn't accommodate it. So technology just makes it so much easier to access a service like mine. So I think, to finish, just to say that, you know, it's so many people I work with were hesitant to try this, and then within a couple of sessions they were totally relaxed. And I actually think for many of those people, the concerns is just more was more what I experienced, whether it's in person or online, is so many people I work with just find it uncomfortable to talk about this topic at the beginning. And you know, it's so taboo to talk about sex, pleasure and intimacy. And I find that once we start having the sessions, within 1, 2, sometimes more, but usually within a couple of sessions, people are like, oh my God, can't believe how much more relaxed I feel about this area of my life, how much easier it is to talk about it. And so it just, you know, that's my experience with all of my clients. And so, you know, you might have these concerns. And if you have any concerns still after listening to this, let's have a complimentary chat. Let's have a chat where we just have a conversation online, just a general conversation about what you might like to explore, what your concerns are, so that you can experience it, what it's like to have a conversation with me online, to see if it's for you or not. Because you know, I promise you that every client that's taken me up on this offer has found that things were much more easier, better, more relaxed than they ever imagined them to be. So if you've got any questions about any of this, please get in touch. I'm happy to answer any question that you have. And also, if you have got some time on your hands and you'd like to find out more about my one-to-one sex coaching programs, you know, please do get in touch. I'd really love to hear from you. And wherever you are, whoever you are, just wishing you a wonderful day. Bye-bye.